town. It's the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Will Lutz, well, he used to do this for the Saints. Now sending it away to them as we're off in New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
You know, one thing I get a little tired of around draft time, Kate, is hearing all these people say, oh, he can make every throw. He can make every throw. Technically, sure. Every guy that's drafted can make every throw, but how special are those throws? How much accuracy? How much zip? When it comes to Spencer Rattler, dude's got a lot of arm. It isn't the arm or the skill set that saw him fall to the fifth round. With some of the ups and downs in college, and when given a chance and the right supporting cast, he does have elite arm talent.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46.
They go play action on first. He calls his own number again. That play good for 17 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
A 7-yard loss. brings up third down.
Here we go. 45. White.
Looking to throw. Rattler. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's fourth
So the
down.
Saints send out Blake Grupe for the try. This one from an even 40 yards out. Grupe sends it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing him out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense. Getting that ball in.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's encouraged out of bounds after that 9-yard gain, so that's going to make it 2nd and 1. Running it again with Dobbins. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the first. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Now the Broncos making the call. They're going to go for 2.
The Broncos.
They send him straight up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look to where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Rattler to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Black 40.
Kamara gets it on the draw. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
John Dave Barrett on the tackle.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Here's Rattler. Jump off caught by his back. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's the Broncos out in front. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Blast through the 40 before he goes out. They strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. Good second down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Going for the first with Dobbins. Defense contains him. That's going to force fourth down as he's dropped for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
All set up now for first and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
Second down at the 17-yard line.
Nix off the play action. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and you just did.
And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Nix to throw again. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Saints offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints who have it, second and 9.
Cut. 52.
Rattler back to throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Throwing now, third and 2. Oh, he's going to run for it. That one gains 7. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for a
Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
A 4-yard loss brings up second and 14 at the 30.
Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Now Rattler. Golds right downfield to Olave. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a one-score game before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it.
I could feel that anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. They decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Markers reset, ball at the 37. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the 25. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Dobbins gets it off the option. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the return so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Big game downfield. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action with the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, a little surprising they even tried it a 3rd time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Saints and Chris Olave ready to take over once again on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rattler setting to throw. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he'll get it up to the 44. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. Broke through the tackle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets him 9 on the ground. A good pickup ahead of 2nd down.
Pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Down.
Another run for Kamara. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
I I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. He set it down for him from the 46.
Good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. That's caught. He found some space. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints struck the second half with some needed points. Groupie to try the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score. Broncos 18. Saints 16.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton taking the field once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. It's his running back. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Play action with Nix. Diving right side, got it! This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Another kick bounces off their hands in the end zone, Brock. Back-to-back chances to escape the field, and they dropped both interceptions. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. A give to Dobbins. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
Turnover on down.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Throwing his Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready.
Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Setting up a throw. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
so often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on fourth down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense to the line for second down.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the well again. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Mario Davis. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They give it to him again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos push this to an 8-point game. So this would potentially ice the game right here. They're going for 2 and trying to make it a 2-possession game.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point.
He's going to try and throw for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. That extends their lead to 10 points. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. He'll try and run this. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a save.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
The ball carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw, Rattler. He takes it himself. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Need a touchdown and a field goal. It looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down.
32.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Sending him on the dive. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the 1st down, and that should just about button up this victory.
1st and goal, Denver.
McLaughlin can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal.
At the Saints' 2-yard line.
They give it to him up the middle. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. A stop made at the 4. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, I guess 3 isn't enough to pad the lead. They're pulling out all the stops. It's 4th and goal. Nick's looking to throw. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. They're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot of confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1.
Woo!